Welcome back. Joining us now on the couch is Emma Mitchell, a local who started her own business. Emma, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us a little bit about you and a little bit about your journey to where you are now?
Yeah, sure. So I have a business called Rosa Joy, as you mentioned. I am a Reiki master, so I'm an energy healer. I'm a clairvoyant. I love to help women to be empowered, to find more joy in their lives and to build better friendships. And I also have a lot of events, and more specifically ladies hikes in the valley. So I love to help women to make more friends through events like that. So my journey started a couple of years ago. I had an event business where I was helping people to make new friends, specifically through cooking classes and other kinds of fun hands-on activities. And I realized I didn't feel fun myself. I was hosting these fun events, but I felt boring. I felt bored with myself. I was actually kind of miserable. So using my tools that I knew, I do a lot of creative things too, in energy healing and meditation, I took myself on a journey back to joy. And through that, I discovered myself again. I found my authentic self, who I want to be, the kind of friends I want to be, or the friend I want to be, and the friends that I want to have, and realize that other people need this too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. What exactly is a journey to joy? Is that like a 2-hour sit-down journaling session, or is that a year-long forever project? What is a journey to joy?
I mean, it's probably a forever project, right? But my programs consist of 10 sessions, so we meet every 2 weeks, and we meet for about an hour and a half each time, and I take you through meditations, I take you through journaling, creative activities, inner joy, like kid activities, and a lot of actually like planning and prep to be who you want to be.
Yeah, so that's amazing. That's amazing. And then with Rosa Joy, how do people join, or how do they get involved? How can people get into it?
People can find me. I have a website called rosajoyco.com. So people can get on there. I host some events, like I mentioned. I put them on Facebook and Instagram as well. But people can join my newsletter once or twice a week. I send out a newsletter pertaining to making better friends, energy, how do you feel in somebody's energy, being your authentic self, finding more joy in life, and I also post those events on there. So people can also work with me through Reiki healing, and I do that long distance, so you don't even have to live in the valley to do that with me. And I also do some clairvoyant work, so if you're interested in, learning a little bit more about yourself on the spiritual side, I do that as well, and everything is long distance or in person, whatever people prefer.
That's amazing. So can you explain some of the power of this stuff? Like I know a little bit about it, but some people might not know anything about it, but I mean, it's some pretty powerful and useful stuff.
Yeah, so in energy healing specifically, we have a lot of things that we've gone through our entire lives, but most of the time, I hate to blame society, but I always blame society. We feel like we have to push down our emotions. So we get these energetic emotions stuck in our body, and then we can't move through obstacles in our day-to-day because things are stuck. So we need to heal that energetically. So Reiki healing is kind of strange to explain, but it literally comes out of my hands. So when I work with people with Reiki, I go through every single one of their chakras to help push out some stagnant, stale energy that's been stuck and help them to work through it and get past it. But the power of this is sometimes, and most of the time, we don't even realize what's stuck. Even the other day I was doing Reiki on myself, and I realized there's a memory there from when I was 5 years old.
Oh, man.
And it's like stuff that's maybe stupid, but it was there for a reason, and we just never let go of it, and it prevents us from being who we want to be.
Yeah.
So that's why I combine Reiki and energetic work with the joy stuff, because, to be our authentic selves, we have to peel back those layers that society or that we've put on ourselves to really step into who we want to be. So that's kind of the power of that. And I will also say, when you start to really trust your inner authority, which is, as I like to describe it, sort of this energetic or emotional feeling. So say you're trying to make a decision on something, if you're in a situation, you may feel really elated, excited, joyful about it, or you might feel this nasty, dark feeling in the pit of your stomach. That's your emotional inner authority talking to you. But many people just push that down. They don't even listen to their gut feelings, right? So the more you start to trust that about yourself, the more you'll gravitate towards the things that bring you joy, the people that bring you joy, the situations in your life that bring you joy.
Yeah. And that's like a direct correlation to happiness right there, right?
Exactly.
So, and then it's probably pretty difficult. You mentioned you were working on yourself there, but it's probably pretty difficult to do some of this all on your own where it's, with Rose of Joy, you can bring people together and make it a little bit easier. Is that kind of the idea there?
Exactly. And I mean, I'm kind of one of those weirdos that loves working on myself. Like I'm like geek out about it, but most people don't want to because it is so scary. So that is why I help people to, I hold their hands through it, and I make the exercises and activities fun, because healing yourself isn't always so fun, but it can be. It can be really fun. I mean, one of the things that I love to do with my clients is have them jump on their bed. It's like, when was the last time you jumped on your bed?
It's been, I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah. Go home today and jump on your bed.
Okay.
It is seriously so fun. But I posted that on LinkedIn a few years ago that I jumped on my bed. I had so many looky-loos. I could see how many views I got. Hardly anybody commented on it, because I think people are like, oh my gosh, that's so dorky, that's so weird to do. But those are the things we need to get back to.
Right.
Most people don't want to do that, though. There's so much judgment and worry about what other people are going to think, even if they're at their own home by themselves with the shades closed. So that's why I love to walk them through how to do that stuff. But with my events too, like I'm hosting a workshop next month, and it's a Journey Back to Joy workshop. So I help people set their plan up to start getting back to joy. That's online, but that's a great way for people to connect with one another and see that they're not alone, that they can do this, and that they have accountability to others.
Definitely. Yeah. I found myself this morning asking some people here how I should feel, because I didn't know how I should feel about a certain instance. Yeah.
What?
So just having other people around is like super important to that kind of topic.
Actually, well, now I want to ask you, how did you feel? Describe it to me emotionally.
So so I'm a big basketball, I love playing basketball, and yesterday I played basketball at the local court, and kind of played against some local high schoolers, and I kind of whooped up on them, and I wasn't sure if I should be proud as a 35-year-old man about beating up on high school basketball players or not. So I asked some friends, how should I feel about this? Am I old enough that I should be proud of that, or should I be ashamed of that? So it's one of those kind of weird topics where I'm like, I don't even know how I should feel. So
well, where did you feel it? Where did you feel it? Was it in your heart, or was it in your stomach?
It was in my stomach.
Oh, so maybe.
I think it was in my stomach.
Oh my gosh. Did it feel gross, or did it feel?
It didn't feel great.
Okay, so maybe there was a little shame there or something.
Yes.
Yeah, but see, you knew how you felt. You didn't have to ask.
But just having a space to talk to people is kind of
is what I'm
saying is important.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, having a safe space to talk to anybody. And I think that's another good point, is it's really hard to get vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that's, I believe, preventing so many people from finding good friends, because they're scared to get vulnerable with others. So that is another part of my programs, is I walk people how to get vulnerable, how to test the market out, inch by inch, see if people they trust, and figure out how they feel about letting some of their secrets go, or even just some of the small emotions that come up on a day-to-day.
Yeah, definitely.
It can be scary to share that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Emma, thanks so much for joining us. Definitely check out the website, some events coming up on social media as well. Anything else I should have asked you? Anything people should know?
No, I just want to mention, the ladies' hikes, I host them twice a month typically. There's a 20 to 80 age group range and a 40 to 50 age group range. I try to keep them low cost, free or low cost, just because I believe in building community. We've really gotten some amazing ladies that are coming to those groups on a monthly basis now. So please check those out, and I would love to have anybody who's looking to make new friends. It is not hard to hike. We stop a lot, we do icebreakers. So if you're a novice hiker, you're very welcome to join us.
Awesome. Emma, thanks so much for joining us. Pleasure chatting with you. Good luck with this. I know it kind of started this year, so best of luck, and we'll look forward to it. One last thing, as you mentioned, it's mostly women. Open to some men, or what's the deal?
The ladies' hikes are women.
Okay, cool.
Or
awesome.
people who identify as women. Yeah, but I'm very open to helping men. If they're on their own journey to joy, just reach out and we can talk.
Thanks so much, Emma. Find your journey to joy with Emma here, and thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be right back with the rest of the show.